Good morning, everyone. This is probably going to be an open drive. I have to buy. Could be an open drive. We'll see, but we're opening near the high. I already took out the overnight high. We'll see. I'll add more, but this certainly looks like it's going to be one of those days where it just runs and goes. Where's the priority high? Is it right here? Yeah, it is. Oh, it's a gap up, man. Yeah, it's a gap up, but come back all the way down to 605 and be fine. Right? Where's the priority high? Yeah, 604. We're below the gamma flip. So weird. On both. Oh, where's the NQ at? No, NQ stable. Okay, interesting. NQ's puking out, man. Not sure it's gonna fuck up my shit here, but I'm still gonna maintain this long. We're above overnight high. The only thing is the NQ is actually fading. I'm not sure if that's gonna be a good or a bad thing at some point. Good morning, FH. It does, but it's like, if you look at it, it's like not really on a higher time frame, not really. It's just, it's trying to break out. It's just near a neckline. It's so far it does. I agree, right off the open, but if you zoom out a bit, it's just fine. It's fine. You know, look, it's near the high end. It's literally near the value high of the current week. So, I agree. But if it starts to fade below, I don't know, 29,800 or so, and hold below that, probably like the overnight low. Like it can come all the way down to the overnight low, and then if it, as long as that holds, then I think it's fine. But right off the jump, it's not looking too happy. I agree. Got how many lots? 4? Okay. As long as we hold that prior day high, for now this is a gap up. We'll see if we can get a move into. I mean, they already tried to fill the gap from Thursday's gap down. And Q's doing okay here, not too bad. Needs to hold, get momentum going. The YM is doing pretty good. The Dow this morning. $35. Welcome back, dude. Good morning. You sure? Well, nice trade, man. Already scaled out. That's awesome. Let's see. I've been good, man. How have you been this week? Pretty good. Awesome, man. I'm glad to hear it. Let's see. Alright, I'm trying to do something on the backside. We're below view up too. Man, this is looking like a, and we're below the gamma flip, which is odd given the gap up too. So not a good sign. We'll see. Ultimately, we'll find out what holds or not, I'm sure, within the next 30 minutes. All right, cool. Got that taken care of. Okay. Here's the PDH. See if this area holds. If not, they'll probably flush me out. My stop's right at the value high from yesterday, so I wouldn't be surprised if my stop is right where they're gonna stop and then go, which is fine. I don't want to risk them probing below that area and then going higher or going lower. I don't mind re-entering. I don't want to have a wide stop because I don't know if this is going to be a gap fail. This area has been such a pain in the ass to break out of. I thought today was going to be the moment, or today was going to be the day where they actually break out. We'll see if it still plays out or not, but it may not. This could be another failed breakout at this area again, which would be like the 20th time. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, like the 6th time or so, probably, so give or take. Because the 96s where I have my stop is right where the value high is from yesterday. So that would make sense for them to touch this area where I'm at on my stop, and then even then still recover. We'll see though. NQ is about to hit the overnight low. What in the world? That thing has no soul. Anyway, we recover here. I wish I could say I would add more, but I can't do that. I can't add to the trade. All right, see if they hold here. It looks like paused here. Probably volume just kind of settled down. We don't have any news at 7 today, so I think it was just PPI pre-market. This is the optimal entry if it holds. As long as this holds here, it should probably retrace back higher. Only mistake, I wish I would maybe make a note of that. I should have added a little later than what I did. At least the second set of lots I should have added here near the party high. 605. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, Q. Look, here's a higher time frame one. Q is fine. It's a 4-hour chart here on the top right. It's totally fine. I mean, even if it took out the overnight low, I think it'd be fine. It would need to essentially hold below the overnight low. That's the only concern. But for now, it's getting a relief bounce. The true testament will be if it can hold that priority high, value high area here. Can it hold this area when it reclaims right there? That to me would tell me whether this is going to continue or just fade back down. We'll see. We will see. I added too early, so I was trigger happy this morning, and my scales in was an assumption we would gap and go, not retest the prior day high. So I should have left some ammo to hold to fill some at the prior day high, but I did not. So my average is terrible on this long. Oh, jeepers. The wick? Is it? Oh, I see it now. Sorry. I was like, wait, I was about to open up a 15-minute chart, but I have one over here. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it flushed everyone out. I think it just, I don't know if it wanted to flush everyone out. I think what it did is it just retested a prior day high like it normally does on a gap up. You know, this is typical behavior on a gap up day. If we were to go back to any gap up, I mean, we can do it now. If we go to any gap up, it always goes into the prior day high to retest and then continue its trajectory. If you go look at even the journal will tell you that. It says open strictly above prior day high. PDH becomes the fulcrum. Okay, holds and you extend. If it fails, then it fill. So the line in the sand always for a gap up day is the prior day high. I should have known better. Wait for the, here it says behavioral rule. The journal says resolve the gap first. Wait for the first test of prior day high as new support. It holds clean, trade the extension. Fails, trade it, fill short. No anticipation. So it says right here, even the journal myself, right in front of me, I just entered too early. It says prior day high holds its support, you know? If you guys want access to this journal, this feature, I have, you can check the link in the pinned comment. You'll have access to it. You'll just need to personally fill it out yourself. Mine's automated, but if you want access to the same kind of layout as this, it's free in the pinned comment on the YouTube chat. Just have to fill out the questionnaire and then you'll get an email to you directly. I'm good. Show me. Do I have stats? Oh, I have so far based on my own take right now. I don't have the stats right now, but I'm sure you can get them. I only have the ones I measured, which is only, what is it? Where is it? Actually, they're right here. But it's not that many instances. I measured them from the day I started doing this, so it's not that many. Historically, I don't have it. Gap up, continuation. So as of right now, and this is only 9, I've only had 9 instances, so not enough to tell you anything meaningful here. But it says 29% continuation, 29. But this is because it's only 9 instances that I've recorded so far, so not enough. Not enough, at least from the times that I've been collecting data. I can pull up the historical data, but I don't have that at hand right now. The gap ups. I would have to filter for it. Oh, he already has it. There we go, 55. My assumption, yeah. Well, you were close. Ugh. So if you guys sign up to the email, this is what you'll see, essentially. It's kind of similar to what I have. It'll ask you for your name, so Jim. Lock it in. And then these inventory stuff, I will provide a pre-market on Substack tomorrow. Like the overnight inventory and stuff. The opening, you'll have to come up on your own just to see where it's at. Today was, I think, 1 plus. Today's gap up. So it tells you essentially here how to confirm it. Open strictly above party high. Inventory is net long, which I think was leaning long today. I have the report here. Yeah, leaning long inventory. And then we had we're below the gamma flip though. Below the flip. So yeah, it gives you the setup more or less. Resolve the gap first, wait for PDH, support, holds, entries, blah blah blah. Yeah. Yeah, if you guys sign up to the link, you'll get this version of the journal. The rest of the features are coming soon. It'll build out your plan, tell you what to look for. Yes, I 100% will be offering it for a fee. It will not be free. There's no way. I've invested way too much to offer it for free. So yeah, there will be a fee, unfortunately. It will be. The features right now you can get, like the ones those are free. I mean, the stuff that I'm offering right now that you can get, it's free and you can test it out. Let you know if it's helping you in any way. By the time it rolls out, you'll be like, okay, it's definitely worth it. I'll definitely pay for it, whatever. The morning prep is probably the most critical thing, honestly, to have access to. At least for me, because it gives me the context as to like what to look for, right? Like it gives you like the classification, the historical hit rate, the behavioral rule, kind of reinforcing how to trade it, the bias, more or less, you know, structural bias like that. I think it helps a lot with overall framework to kind of tee off the day. So that within itself, I find is like 70% of the value or 60% of the value. And then, you know, from there, it's other additional features that I will be offering on there as well. But the automation part, like all the levels getting filled in for you, most of the things will be filled into the journal automatically instead of you having to do it manually. Not even a profile guy? Well, that's good. It's not necessarily profile related, but yes, it has a component of that. But yes, it won't be for free. It's literally an automation tool to help you with your trading. So, I mean, it would be hard for me to say it's free. But you can try it for free, at least the features that it's going to provide, and then the rest will be automated so you don't have to manually input stuff. Because for me, I don't have to. Only thing I do is the gamma. Time at 7:07. NQ just recovered the value high. This can probably go hard if this holds. I need to see if this is going to hold here, but it looks really good. Gonna hold it a little longer because NQ is holding there, which is neat. As long as NQ holds this area, I will hold this trade and probably wait till the IB is set before I take profit on any of this position. Another filter we have is that we're compressed. The overnight session was relatively compressed. The ratio was half. ATR overnight was 30. The average ATR was 76 previously. Like a very tight compression. Overnight could be good, usually for expansion, but we'll see. NQ is rejecting that value high. Like this is very similar to what happened yesterday. Currently, the S&P is breaking out right here above the current week value high. The NQ is not breaking out above the value high yet. Value high right here. And the NQ, the value high is a little higher. It's at 955. Near the open. All right. Not much news today. My news wire is literally blank right now. What the heck? Pretty weird. Just a bunch of chip news. Terra 5 is critical. Okay. I don't have any IRS chief map. Whatever. Will lead Trump accounts. Okay. Watch Fed merit. Kevin Warsh testifies live before Senate Banking Committee. Yeah, not much news, man. I don't have much news today on the news wire. Interesting. Quiet day. NQ's not really breaking out, or not even breaking out. Trying to reclaim. Look, so far it's rejecting from above. See what it does to the S&P here. MTV. Alright, well, I have a terrible entry today. Terrible cost basis, but nonetheless, look at this. The momentum's kicking up. We got a bunch of buy side delta kicking in. And the NQ, the funny thing is the NQ is not even doing well. It's just the Dow. If the NQ somehow gets a leg here, we can certainly blast off. I just don't know if they're going to do it today. They might save it for tomorrow or something for the NQ to go. Right now, S&P is doing hot. It's hot. It's trying to drag up. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just the Dow doing well today. Dow is really green. It's blowing up. The chips are slightly red, but mostly it's the Mag 7. The Mag 7 are being bid. I always have a chart here, a little chart with the Dow that shows, I don't know why, I don't ever have a look at this, but Walmart. I usually just look at these two charts, but it should be stocks. Sucks. So I always have this little chart in the corner of my screen, and it shows me what sectors are green that are important to the S&P. The Mag 7's up 1.79. This is as a collective. 6 of the 7 Mag 7 are green. Chips, you got 3 green, 10 red, or 7 red, quarter down. And then value names, 3 of the 5 are green, and then they're quarter. So I always have this open so I can kind of see how the breadth is spread out. You know, if it's centralized or if it's evenly distributed. Right now it's just centralized around Mag 7. The chips and the value names are red. It's mainly just value name, Mag 7. Apple's also up 3.42, Microsoft 2.67, Google's up 1.8, Amazon 2.8. So it's a lot of the Mag 7s really, the Apple specifically, and then Microsoft second, and then you have Google right behind that, or Amazon right behind it, and then Google thereafter. Those are the reasons we're flying high here without the chippies. So this might be this might be what the S&P needed to get out of here, is a final rotation out of the chips and back into the Mag 7, because they've been lagging behind. The Mag 7 have not gotten bid since this whole chip rally started. They've been leaving them behind. So we might start to see some trending happening on with the Mag 7. Yeah, NQ's coming back down to the overnight low. I might want to put in a failed breakdown over the overnight low. See if it does that. If it does that, I'm open to adding to the trade. If the NQ puts in an overnight failed breakdown here, right around this area. And there tanks NQ, yeah. See, it couldn't hold a value high from yesterday. Right there. Let's see if it does a failed breakdown or not. Similar to yesterday, I couldn't hold over the value high. Okay, probe the low there. I mean, we'll see if it sets up, but it probed the low, see if it rips or if it stays stuck there. What you don't want to see it is hold below overnight low. That'll really fuck shit up. The IB is about to be set in like, what, 9 minutes? Get on down. They broke the overnight low there on NQ. Okay, I'll bid some more. I'll just have to raise my stop quite a bit. I'll do it in a bit. So I added more right there, assuming that this is going to be a potential failed breakdown of the overnight low. We'll see if it is or not, because the chips are pretty weak. If it starts to drag, then I'll have to just flatten this straight out. So far it just probed below it, but it hasn't really pushed away. You want to see NQ kind of push away from this low. Put in like a low like this, more or less. It hasn't done it, so we'll see. It's fading. No good. Let's see what it looks like on the 4-hour. Yeah. Yeah, this is the area you want it to hold. If it does, if currently I'm short. Yeah, that's a good entry. You have a good continuation entry from the Friday high short. So if it doesn't do the overnight low failed breakdown, it's just going to continue lower into, where is it? The next level down, 600s, somewhere around there. So the value area low right there is 663, so somewhere around there. And then the S&P's fading here, down 8 points from that little area I was holding. I might need to just call this trade here because it's not going to hold. Yeah, it's holding below VWAP too on the S&P. Terrible. And you just puked all at once. What is it? The chips? Yeah, it's the chips. I'm back in the same situation as earlier this morning. The only difference is I'm in a deeper red because I added more, thinking it would hold. Oh well. The thing that these moves down are going to be accelerated because we're in short gamma. It's weird. The flip is above us. The gamma flip's at 651, so the moves down are going to be very elevator down like. What a fucking mess. Look at this. Literally up and down the same amount. Yeah, IQ keeps flushing, dude. What is it? It's hitting the wire there. The value names went higher. Okay, so we're getting a rotation with some value going green now. It was red earlier, and now you're getting green on the value names too. So they're buying more here as we're dipping into other sectors. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna buy anything, but because the chips are still relatively weak, they went down more. But value names are going green. So there's more green coming in as we dip down here today, or right now on the ES. The Nasdaq might continue to sell off and doing something. Who knows? From what I'm seeing right now is they're bidding other sectors of the market as the S&P is going down. I just don't know if it's enough to get us going. It could be a trap below VWAP. VWAP's always my reference point for bull bear scenarios. So if if it can't reclaim 609, this little VWAP area, then that whatever's happening in value territory is just a trap. But if it reclaims, then great. I can't add to this trade anymore. My location for adding to these trades has just been downright terrible today. Today has not been a great execution day for me. So when I go on my journal today and I have to kind of dissect what I did today, what I didn't do very well, it's just trade location execution was terrible. Running stops. Everybody likes to say running stops. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, what I do know is that the NQ is weaker, the YM is stronger, value names are getting bid as we're going lower. chips are selling off, kind of amplifying the move down, as well as the negative gamma flip that we're in negative gamma territory too. So that's what I do know. That's objective truth, right? Like the running stops, that is subjective. I don't know. I think so, but it doesn't matter what I think, right? I go off objectivity rather than like assuming stops getting run over, because you truly don't know. We can just assume that. What I can't assume is what's actually happening under the hood. That's subjective. So I don't like to think in those terms. So I got this guy in another chat somewhere. He was telling me, because we sold off, I think, what was it? Tuesday night? When was that night we sold off into the 30s? He was like, oh, they're running liquidity. They're looking for stops. I'm like, I don't fucking know if they are or not. All I know is that like South Korea is being liquidated. They're down 8% today. That's causing some liquidation in the U.S. market, of course, because we're interconnected in that way. Some portfolios are being unwound. So I don't know if it's a stop run, but I do know is that there's a liquidity event happening in South Korea. So I can't answer that. If I want to be honest as much as I can, and like I also don't want to base my assumptions base my answers based on assumptions. So I will answer based on what I know. So what I know is we're negative gamma, causes amplified moves down to be very vicious. That's what negative being below the gamma flip does. The chips are down. They're selling off, which is why the NQ is going down. So I think that I can answer and say objectively, those two things put together are causing this little dip. Because I don't know if anyone would have their stop below the prior day high or wherever that may be, because who would put it there if we gapped up? I don't know. I hope that answers it. I don't mean to sound rude or anything. I just want to be as objective as possible with the response, like with the question like that. I truly don't know if they're stop runs or not. Terrible execution on mine. Look at where my fills are. They're all at the high of the range of this. All I need to do is just getting filled at the prior day highs. I needed to fill on the lower quartile of today's session. I would have been a lot less stressed and a lot better position P&L wise. Disappointing. The IB is set. Let's see what they take out. NQ is still weak, bro. Even on this bounce, NQ is still at the low of the session, so doesn't give me any conviction here. Which I don't really understand why. I've seen the chips just bounce quarter. I'm not sure if there's software names also getting bid, removed or getting sold on software sector. I don't have a coverage on the software sector. You can look at the heat map, I guess. It's just chips from what I can see. Yeah, cybersecurity is green. Yeah, just chips. That's it. Cybersecurity is green too. Yeah, the candles being so wide like that, it's because of the negative gamma. So look, we're, or sorry, below the gamma flip. Look, the gamma flip is right here. Right here. Today we opened below it. The gamma flip's at 651 on the S&P. Whenever that happens, the moves down are amplified. They move like this. They slice down aggressively when we have negative or below the gamma flip. It's very common in this kind of environment because the moves are amplified on the way up, or on the way down, and on the way up too. Terrible. I'm honestly upset. I'm upset that I have to review this trade and I have to look in the mirror and be like, look at my fills, dude. Dog shit. Oh no. So I'll be looking at that later today. And look at my note from yesterday. I reviewed my journal yesterday. And yesterday was a gain. Yesterday I had a $700 gain. So check it out. Morning prep. It says here, carrying over from Tuesday. That was yesterday. Patience, wait for clear failed breakdown zones. My P&L 777.50 cents yesterday. And then into my dashboard, I have the same note right here. Last lesson, patience, wait for clear failed breakdown zones. Did I do that today? No, I did not. If I did, I would have waited right here. This would have been a failed breakdown of the priority high. So I'm bitter, bro. Just being real, you know? They've left. Yeah, they did that yesterday too, though. Wasn't it they did this. So right now, the structure as it stands, it's identical to yesterday's move. It was just a different level on the S&P. NQ is really fucking shit up everything for... Yeah, it really is, though. Because look, we can look back to yesterday's rally and look at the orange level, right? Prior day high. Yesterday, same thing. But it was just a prior month value high. Right? Here's the orange level. Same reaction. We probed into it. Failed, came down, failed, reclaimed, prior value high. Pretty similar to yesterday's move. To right now. The only difference is that it's the priority high and not a value high from a monthly perspective. So yeah, I agree. NQ is the one doing all the dirty work. Look at this. Still trading at the lows. So all the NQ needs to do is just reclaim overnight low. I don't know if it has the balls to do it. Where's the cost be at today? The fucking South Koreans be fucking shit up over here, man. It's really annoying. Kospi. Fucking little crackheads. 6%. Okay. So they're up 6% today. Not bad. Little crackheads be fucking shit up over here. Look at this. It was down. What are the let moves? How do we measure them? They were down like 10% in one day. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Oh. How did I do it last time? I was able to just check one day over the other. I don't know how I did it the other day. I might have to be on this one or something. No, this is terrible. Who the fuck wants to look at this data like this? Come on. This is retarded. Whatever. There's been some volatility in South Korea markets, but really fucking shit up here. On the NASDAQ specifically. So, I'm not very happy with the South Koreans being crackheads right now. All their volatility. Bring it over to the US markets. This is gonna take out the IB low. Look at the NQ just flushed again. What a fucking piece of shit. Dude. Oh, NASDAQ, you little shithead. It is what it is. Another low on the NASDAQ and another one. Are they just gonna come until they hit the prior day low? There's a put wall right below that. And yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, with that kind of volatility, you're certainly you're towing the line of a lot of fluff in the market. When you're when their market's moving like 8% both ways, it's pretty insane. I think they like I've been seeing like averages like 5-6% almost every single day. It's crazy. Dude, this guy messages way too much. What's his deal, bro? Chill out. The only thing I can say, okay, it's very clear to me is that even throughout all of this, so far, we have been trading above this breakout area from Friday. This is where we broke out on Friday, right? Right there. Just needs to hold. That's what we're doing right now, just holding. That's it. It just needs to hold. How much did NQ give up already? Look at all, gave up half the move already. Wow. There's a cluster of lows right there. Might want to come and tag then, which is right where the prior day low is. Right here. NQ has a target in mind, and it's certainly this little zone right here. Just like beelining for it. I probably get stopped out because of that. There's the IB low, just broke. And then NQ is tapping that prior day low slash put wall. Did it finish its move, or is it going to continue past it? I'm going to get stopped out for sure. I mean, there's no way I don't get stopped out now. There, yeah, there it is. I'm willing to try it long again, but I'm going to have to wait till they do a reclaim of the prior day high here. if this even is going to hold, because we just broke the IBL. And then we're coming back into just a little bit, not much. Okay. Alright, I'll bid again. Fucking stop loss. NQ has to hold here though, that's the thing. I'm not going to add more until NQ kind of stops whatever it's doing. It's a little annoying. It's holding below the priority high, which is not what I want to see either. Let's see what the NQ gets a bid here. We'll see. Yeah, the NQ pierced those lows. Okay. Alright, what next set here? NQ has a nice reversal so far, but who knows? It needs to really get going, bro. The NQ has a lot of work to do. I don't know how much it can even reverse, to be honest, at this point, given it's just such a weak move. Back up. Or a weak move down on the NQ. We're very extended. This is a parabolic leg for the NQ, because look at how far it is from the first standard deviation. Literally just like deviated completely away from it. Alright, well, I'm probably gonna get fucked on this one. I like it, but it's not holding. It's just rejecting from below. This looks like a full-on breakdown here. We'll hold the trade, but it's gotta hold. NQ has to wake up, bro. Come on, buddy. You there? Hello? Oh man, what a day. Oh, now the YM is selling off too. Shit. The YM is breaking below the overnight high. No good. Okay, I'll buy more. This is looking like rejection from below for continuation lower. on the S&P. So it looks like broke below, and then we could fail and go lower. My line in the sand is trading or holding below that value or high. This little zone. Just how the NQ failed the value or high here. That's my line in the sand on the S&P. For my long thesis, right? If it starts to hold below that area, then for sure I will give up on the trade. But since we're above it, same way how the NQ was below it, I will hold this for now until one gets proven. Things have settled down so far. I'm looking at the different sectors. They haven't really moved, which kind of coincides with where we're chopping. I don't know at what point they'll kind of get things moving again, but overall, this is setting up for a potential failed breakout if it starts to hold below that 90 area on the S&P, below the 595 area. It holds below that, it'll certainly be a failed breakout. Value names are going red now, or a little deeper into the red quarter. Now 1/3 down. They were actually flat to not down as much earlier. And then you have chips, it's around the same area, down 1.2. Mag 7 still holding green. I don't know where this little micro weakness is coming on the S&P. It's still probing lows. The NQ is actually holding okay. Not too well, but it's holding. I don't know where the S&P keeps rotating lower on. Here comes the 9s. If it fails here, this thing's screwed, bro. I'm screwed if it fails here. So we gotta see if it holds or not. New low, testing value high. Okay, probe the low, didn't really break. At least not yet, we'll see. I'm gonna add here. That'll be my final add, and then I'll just consolidate everything, and then for sure that probe will be the final one. I don't want to see price trade anything below that probe. You hear me? And keep moving. I don't think he said that. Okay, alright. We'll see if I get paid or not. Alright, well, that ends up for me. I added more on that probe that didn't really get continuation. I always like to see that for an ad, and then also to kind of draw my line in the sand. We'll see if it works out or not. All right, let's see. Let's make this fun. What do you guys think? Man, oh man, NQ is still holding below the IB. There's no real bid sustainable that's pushing this out of here. This looks more like a, again, the more I look at it, the more it looks like a failed breakout, but I think that line in the sand for me is that level right there, that area, the little box that I drew. As long as that level holds for now, I'm willing to try it. After that, throw it up, I'll throw my hands up, be like, you know what? Bulls failed. But other than that, we'll continue to try it as long as that level holds. $15, yeah, around here is where I'll scale most of it. Be 9, I'll hold 3. Oh. You got a vote. Let's see what you got. Got a vote says gap down or fill down. Okay. Very good. And so far the market agrees, you know. We keep tapping into that priority high level. We're right at it right now. It just keeps rejecting. And then NQ rejecting the IBL. So just more data supporting that we may just fill the gap down. Because the NQ is the only one that's is able to save the S&P, I think, given its weakness. So it really needs to push past a lot of levels. The NQ has a lot of areas to kind of work through. It's got this IB first / value high. And then after that, it has the overnight low. And then after that, you have the value high. A lot of resistances above on the NQ. A lot of them. So, don't disagree. Oops. This tape has died down so much. It's really weird. There is no volume here anymore. It's just a bunch of chop. Oh, coming down again. This is really weird chop, honestly. I'm very surprised. There's no news or anything, right? Because I mean, this is just chopping way too hard here. It's good chop. I mean, more than anything, this is good chop for the bulls. Like the fact that we're chopping above a yesterday's value or high, that's more bullish than not. But it's just really weird. Fed chairman testifies. That was today at 7. Is he still testifying? I think he might just be still testifying. Huh. Because Warsh is testifying, I guess, at the banks today. Maybe that's probably the reason we're consolidating here. Listening to some remarks. I don't know. Like digesting some info. Let's see. You guys voted. You can't change your vote if you already voted. Let's see. Oh, you only got 2 votes. Nobody's here voting. Yep, we got 1 and 1. 640. That's the IB. It's key right now. I agree. You know, as it relates to the most current level, I agree. I think the most important level on the NQ is reclaiming that 800 area. That 800 area is massive. If we can hold above that, it can go for a breakout, right? This little 800 spot right here. This is the bigger level that certainly needs to break so we can continue to trend out of here. So we'll see. $650. Well, yeah, I mean anywhere in this vicinity. Yesterday, if we can recover yesterday's value area low, 100%. Because this value area low, if you're looking at it from an auction, right? Like if this is the auction, this is yesterday's value area. If it can recover this little zone, this 650, 660 area, if it can recover this, we're certainly coming back to the value area high from yesterday. So I agree with you that it's a very important area. 650 through 663. If it can recover, certainly can go. We'll see though. We're recovering a little bit on the S&P, not much. Not too excited about it, but it's something. I don't really see the Mag 7's going higher from what I see right now. It's not really the chip sector that's recovering, but rather the Mag 7 went up a little bit, like a quarter basis point. And Q just touched into that area and rejected. Wrapped inside these dreams of mine. Just trying to get some peace of mind. Bro, I'm bored as fuck, man. Damn. Alright, I gotta do something else. Let's see here. Let this play out passively. I got stuff to do anyway. You guys are kind of quiet. So. What were you working on there? I'm trying to backfill some emails that I have to send them out to get the journal sent, the morning prep journal that I've been working on to send out, and then also working on my website, SEO optimization. And then the third task there is like uploading screenshots of the platforms I reviewed from that same website. So like 3 different things currently I'm working on. What about you, man? What you got going on? What are we seeing? PowerShell run means I'll open this. Okay. Go to this file. Open terminal. Okay. Okay, just to verify. I am daydreaming into these charts. I'm enjoying this job. Yeah, man, it sucks, dude. It sucks, honestly. This is so lame. I'm honestly impressed just like how much we're chopping here. But it's the markets. I don't know. It's the cards we're dealt here right now. We hit what? Point of control? I'm sorry, we hit point of control. We hit VWAP and now we're coming back down again. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I hope your trade plays out. Thanks, man. Me too. We'll see what happens though. Overall, just chop, 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 chop. This looks like a push that fails, honestly. NQ is coming down again. What a fucking POS. This is not a good sign, this little pop and rejection. Not a good sign. That's not what you want to see on the S&P. Let's see. Not a sign of like of a full breakout back above and hold and continue for today. Chips going lower. They're now down a little bit more from what I saw earlier. Okay, they're breaking down. See if this low actually breaches at 96 or not. And I'm watching because I gotta keep my eye on this area. Because although my stop is all the way down there at 84s, I am not going to take it at 84s. I'm going to take the stop loss well before that. New low. Almost new low. Here comes the Valor high. Oh no! Oh no! Here's another low. Oh no! Gotta keep an eye here, see if they fail or not. This is where it should flush from here if it fails. You get a little flushy. This is the Valor high that I was mentioning. I was keeping an eye on. I think this is like before the PPI data. Yeah, we're like breaching the low from PPI pre-market here at 91. And it's melting. This is exactly what I said would happen. If they flush here, it's gonna flush. We'll see if it holds though. NQ putting another probe of the low. See if it's a failed breakdown or not. Come on, bulls. Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. Oh, no. All right, here we go. NQ probed the low and then bounced again. Let's see. Real or not? Let's find out. Real. Let's see. Strong reversal so far. Let's see what happens. I added a bit more. I think that was a fake out. We'll see though. I'm now for sure gonna put a hard stop below this and see what happens, but there it is. Little probe below of the PDL, second low of the day. See if this gives it a momentum to start pushing in full reversal now. That's that swipe of the low right there. That looks like a significant low just put in. Let's see if this is a real one. And this is actually going to traverse back up again into VWAP and see if that ends up holding. NQ, critical area. We already know what level that is. 650. Must hold. Let's see if this holds. All right, back to what I was doing for now. I think this solidifies it for me. Like if that low now, you see the way it's made. Now if that low fades down and we take it out for sure, I don't want anything to do with this trade. So I can kind of clearly see structurally, like we swept a cluster of lows. We came back down, immediately got rebid. NQ took out the prior day low, the initial low, put wall, and then reclaimed again. We'll see if that is the final part of this move down. If this is the structural floor for now. And then we'll go from there. So if it doesn't hold, then this is the final. For sure, this time around it'll fade out. If this one fails. Yeah. See if the Europeans have any push into this market here as we hit Euro close in like the next 9 minutes. Come on, Euro. Show me the money. Nothing. Shit. I was rolling dice. I was trying to. It didn't work. Oops, wrong terminal. Oops, wrong terminal. Okay, that's the one. API keys, let's see, where are those at? Dude, you guys just dug in back. Where is the emails? There it is. Oops, sorry. Oh no, here they come for my loss. I need to go to API keys, project settings, Superbase. Is this Superbase now? Superbase. Dashboard. And then API keys. Project settings. Okay. API keys. Here. Oh no, there's my stop. Fuck me. It's coming, man. All right, well, this will end it for me, honestly. I really don't have any other... Well, I have another trade zone. It's until the 70, so I'll probably end up taking that one if we do flush down. I'm not going to be on stream. It'll likely be sometime this afternoon, which is going to be near the yesterday's value low, right here. This is the next area of interest down if we fail for a long down here. If they stop me out here, that will probably be the only other trade area that I like. It's closest to price at the moment if I get stopped out. I'll see if it holds or not. NQ really fucked shit up today. You were right, man. FH, right off the morning. Stupid ass little shithead, huh? This thing looks... I mean, I don't know at what point it's going to put in a floor or a short-term bounce, because is it just going to continue into the next part of the afternoon and just come down to the value area low? Or is this going to be like a little bit of a rotation back up? Because the NQ just went full throttle down. I thought it was going to recover. Given what had happened in South Korea overnight. They had like a 6 or 8% up day. Something like that. I really had some confidence in them to hold the line. Oh, shoot. No, no, no. I'll move that. Anyway. I need to put in the secret key. Okay, secret key. Copy. Here. Resend. Where's the resend API key? I gotta resend. API. They're doing something with the DOM here. I don't know what's going on. I could just see it being active right now. Kind of not. I'm not really looking at it, but there's some activity going on the tape here. I don't know what that's about. I can just see it happening. Corner my. Here's my API key for that one. Okay. Put it in the terminal. Oh no, I don't think I need to put the link in then, huh? Put it up here for now. All right, so just to clarify, do I need to put in the Supabase URL or just the secret key and resend API? All this stuff with setting up emails and all this shit for the website, honestly, it's such a drag. I hate it. It's my least favorite part of all this. Feels so good it should go. Let's see, all 3 lines need to be in the file, but only type in 2 keys. The URL is already done for you. Oh. Wait, so I run those 3 keys on the terminal inside the doc file, or where? This is literally me talking to Claude every day. I never know how to do anything related to code or fucking terminals. It's just a bunch of questions and screenshots. A great question. The file is, the keys do not go in the terminal. The fuck? I'm over putting them in the terminal. The keys go inside the file. What file, bro? Okay. The command goes, terminal goes in 1 line, enter. Press the window notepad, hit enter, paste the 3 lines. I mean, what really gets me mad is when I spent ages talking to Claude and it says limit use. Oh, when it tells you when you're running out of tokens. You're approaching your weekly limit. or your 5-hour limit or whatever. The 5-hour, dude, they're stacking bids here. Look at that. Hey, look at that. I haven't seen that in a while. They have 3 stacked bids here. They're stacking bids below price right now at the 600s. I haven't seen that in a minute. That's stacking right there. There's a seller right there now. So now we got some. What the fuck? They're stacking. Look at them. Oh my. I haven't seen the book this thick in a while. Look at the bids below this price. Holy shit. What's going on with the NQ? Not much. Look at the map. I don't know if this is gonna hold or not. I'm just excited because of all the volume. That's a ton of. Look at 500, 500. It could be spoofs too. 544. That's like 1,000 lots. 1,300 lots. The notional value of that is insane. If it's real. I don't know if it's real or not. That buyers are trying to hold price there below PDL or PDH. And they're putting in their bids passively to hold price. NQ chart is looking good. It's looking good. It put in a failed breakdown of the failed breakdown of the failed breakdown. Yeah, I mean, look, the NQ initially tested the prior day low and the put wall, and it held. And then it came back in and it took out the low again, tested the put wall again and the PDL, and now it's reversing once more. So let's see if this time around is real or not. But it's a little annoying. Euro close just happened right now. It's 8:30, so the Europeans had nothing in the tank today. They had nothing to push price away. There was no momentum into Euro close, literally, unless I guess you can count the little lower high or higher low they put in there. But other than that, those guys had nothing going on for them. I think they might not have had their bread this morning, their croissants or their whatever they eat in the mornings. Coffee, maybe their espresso. Maybe no espresso this morning. Is there a coffee bean shortage? Let's see. I gotta save it in an ENB file. Oh, okay. Dang, Claude's like, honestly, since this is fiddly, once you save the file, I can do a dry one and send it for you. Claude's literally telling me, yo, bro, you're struggling so hard, I'll do the rest of it for you. Just give me the keys. Oh, Claude feels bad for me, bro, trying to figure this out. My breakfast consists of espresso and avocado toast. That sounds very European of you. Just kidding. That's great, man. I'm glad you had breakfast a while. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Europe's like in a different time zone right now. It's not even breakfast for them. But kid you not, look, let me see if I can open the message. Check it out. I have some API keys, so I don't want to share the exact screenshot of my Claude session, but 60. Okay, so yeah, it's late or afternoon, whatever. Because honestly, since this is fiddly, once you save that file, I can run the dry run and send it for you. You wouldn't have to touch the terminal at all. In other words, Rick, you suck, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, you can't figure this out? I'll do it for you. Here, just give me what you have. I'll do it. Literally what Claude's telling me right now. And you know what I'm gonna say? Say less, bro. Do it for me, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Let's see. Okay. I gotta save it at this file here. I'll do that for you, Claude. No worries. You scratch my back, I will not scratch yours. Alright. Alright, cool. The ENV file's there with the keys. Can you run it? If it's that close, they're going home for dinner or not breakfast. That's true, man. I'm so sorry. I completely mixed up the time zones. They're definitely going home for dinner. They're definitely going home for dinner. I got that all wrong. As soon as FH told me that he said he had breakfast, I realized, because I talked to him, I'm like, wait a minute, he's in a different time zone. Like, he's not. This is not morning for him. What am I talking about? Oh man. What's your breakfast? Dude, I do not eat breakfast. That's a great question. I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat till like noon. I went to an American diner for my birthday the other day. Oh, cool. How was it? What'd you have? Honestly, I must say I'm in love with American barbecue. What'd you have? I don't know if I eat like American breakfast. I don't really eat that in the morning. I mean, sometimes I'll eat like a Greek yogurt or something, but I don't really eat until like midday. The only day I do is Sundays when I make breakfast for my wife and son. We do eat breakfast on Sundays. Brisket, burnt ends, nice. I am brisket man. That's funny. Let's see, what did Claude say? The file isn't showing. Oh, come on. Let me check the hidden. It didn't land. All right, let me see what I did. I said something wrong. And a pint of beer? Yeah, man, you definitely had an American Diner. That's funny. Well, that's great, man. Let me see. Copy path. Oh, I'm glad. When was your birthday? You said your birthday? When was your birthday? Copy path. No way. Wow. "34 years old. Well, happy birthday, man. I didn't even realize. I didn't know it was your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy B-Day, man. That's great. Congrats. Yo, is this gonna hold or what, bro? I'm getting annoyed here. Thanks. Yeah, man. This is just holding below VWAP again. And then NQ rejected the first derivation down. This is just getting annoying at this point. I gotta be patient because in days like today, I end up closing the trade and I end up regretting it, whether win or lose. Oh, look it. We're getting momentum again. Haha. Found it. Okay. Okay. All right, dude. I think this is getting obnoxious, to be honest. I don't know what to do anymore. I guess just hold the trade. Let's see what it does. Respect the trade. All those offers that were sitting at 20s are gone now. There's like a limit order sitting there. It went away. Let's see what the I should have checked how it looked on the, what's it called, on the DOM. On the bids. Didn't really show much. Oh no. What's a back beetle anyway? A fucking roach. Alright, it says the dry run worked. It pulled your list. Alright. All signed up within July 6th through the 1st. Mylene, skip that one. Yeah. Let's do B. Skip that one and then send it to the rest of the 7. Alright, so everybody who signed up for the emails, that took me a little while to figure out, but anybody who submitted their emails to the site between July 1st and July 8th, you're going to be receiving an email with the morning brief or morning prep sheet. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. 34 years old. That's great, man. You're young. I'm gonna be my birthday's this month too. How funny. My birthday's in next Friday. Next Friday's my birthday. I'm gonna be 31. 31. So we're around the same age, dude. How cool. What am I doing for? We're going to a winery on Saturday. So it's funny, my wife and my birthday are 2 days apart. My wife's birthday's on the 26th. My birthday's the 24th. We're going to go to a winery on Saturday with my family. They're going to take us out to a winery. And then after that, I don't have plans until the following week. Other than that, not much else. Other than that, we have a surprise party for my wife. But for me, yeah, that's about it. Just that winery on that Saturday. Typically, we take a trip every year for our birthdays, but we didn't this year because my wife's in school. She doesn't have any time off. So we'll just be home. Well, not home. We'll be somewhere. See, it's funny. I'm going to a winery, which is very what would you say is like very like Italian, or what is it? Where do they drink a lot of wine at? Italy? It's funny, you're in London or UK, I don't know exactly where, but you're going for your birthday to an American diner. I'm going to a winery, which is like what, Italian or something? How funny is that? I'm doing something that's not American for my birthday. This is like Italian. That is hilarious when you think about it. Come on, NQ, push already, dude. This is... yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh, it's definitely... It's great to enjoy different cultures. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. It's great to kind of immerse yourself in, like, the world, you know? The world's so vast. There's so many cultures, so many fascinating things. Talking about cultures, the only thing I was not fascinated by when I went to Switzerland was the food there. I don't feel like Swiss people have, like, a food culture. It was mostly a lot of Italian food. Most countries I've been to have great food, like, and I just didn't get that vibe from Switzerland. I don't know. Was the, you know, yeah, like the food, I don't know if it was where I went or what, but like I didn't feel like the Swiss food was good. All the other food was fine. Like there was a lot of Italian, French, Spaniard food there. The Italian food I just was not a fan of the Swiss food. The Italian food, Spaniard, and was better. The French food there, I haven't gone to France, so I don't know about the food there. Be honest, I have no idea. Beautiful country though, amazing country. I loved it. Just the food was just the only thing that was a bummer. Other than that, everything was amazing. Love that country. Brother, am I gonna get paid or what, son? Yeah, it's beautiful. Dude, that place looks like a scenery no matter where you go. Like a postcard. A beautiful country. For scenery? Really? If I go, what's one thing I have to go try out or see or do? Now, whether that's food, or activity, or seeing. What is it? I'm honestly at the whim of whatever the hell the NQ wants to do here. This is just terrible. Look at this. Back to break even on the entry. Honestly, this is probably one of the most frustrating days to trade. Central London, the food there is amazing. No way. Alright, we'll try the food. What's an English breakfast? Oh. Honestly, this whole day just chopped, bro. What is this? A fat side of spam, nice. Heart attack food. Sausage, egg, bacon, eggs, hash brown. That sounds good. Tomatoes, mushrooms, fried toast. So the tomatoes and mushroom go with the eggs, I assume? Or is it just like a side? I don't like mushrooms. Every time I've had them, I don't know if it's the way they're cooked. They just come out so slippery. Because I don't like the texture. It all comes out in one big plate. Sounds good, honestly. Very filling. Dude, the amount of patience. This is... How long have I been sitting here with this shit? Since an hour? This feels eternal, dude. It feels way longer than an hour. What the hell? I just free for all of it and scoff it down. Nice. Not gonna lie, dude. This is a very, very boring ass day. What the hell? What the hell, dude? You know, I'm realizing now they swept the low from PPI and then they just bounced a little bit, but it wasn't enough to get it going. This is the PPI low, right? Right here. Right there. At 5, yeah, 3. Let me see. Yeah, they just swept it and then came right back up. But so far has been rejecting. Look at it. They swept it and then went high. This is off. This is looks weak, honestly. Very sad. We're holding below that value area high, PDL, prior value high. So a lot of resistance there that has to clear on the S&P. It's just stuck at it right there. It reminds me of this day over here. These two structures looks identical. Right here. Right here. Looks similar. It looks like at some point maybe we'll fade out. You know, that gap fill might come. Because like we're consolidating right at a value area. Similar to here. Below. I don't know. I'll continue to hold this trade until I stop out at this point. I'm not going to flip flop and do all that. We'll just kind of keep it down and see what happens. The only target I can clearly point at is like I want to see a trade overnight high 615s. If it doesn't, I might take it at VWAP on some and just go from there. But this is just ridiculously weak or just choppy. I can't even call it weak because we're technically gapped up over prior day high or gapped up over yesterday's open. Dips are lower now, but so is the what do you call it? The Mag 7, they're also higher. There's a little bit of an offset there. They're coming down to the lows again. See what the 30 minute says. Yeah, same thing. 30 minutes looks similar, where we have inability to break above the value area, and essentially a failed breakout. Essentially, what it looks like right now, currently, as it trades below the 600s. Extremely choppy. Honestly, I'm just gonna let this thing play out and call it here. If I get stopped out, it is what it is. I accepted the risk and the trade. Targets still remain at 615 and above. Anyway, I'm gonna call it here, guys. I'm gonna bounce. I'm getting tired of watching this, to be honest. Like the more I sit here, the more I want to tinker with the trade. The more I want to just mess with the stop loss and the take profit and all that stuff that doesn't do anyone any good. So I'm just gonna walk away, and I accepted the risk when I took the trade where the loss is. If I get stopped out, that's okay. If it starts to trade above VWAP, I will come back in and kind of probe my head and see what they do. because there is 2 VWAPs there currently. I do want to see price hold above them ideally, but I don't want to do something that's I'm gonna regret. So I'll see you, FH. Thanks, man. I'll see anyone else who was tuned in, or maybe the bots. I'll see you bots later. Have a good rest of your day.